All right, hello everyone. It's the King of Anime podcast, part 2 of the award show. This time we're going to be doing the awards for the Thigh Meat Award, which is the most overrated, most disappointing, aka the Archery Department Memorial Award. We'll be doing the best written male character and the best written female character, of course. Those are the Waifu and Husbando Awards. We'll be doing the surprise of the season. And the worst anime of the season, the King Nothing Award, aka the Goblin Slayer Award of Excellence, and the King of Anime. So let's just get this started. What is the most overrated of the season? I picked SS Gridman.
Well, obviously it's Goblin Slayer by miles.
And I forgot what I picked.
You picked Surune.
Damn it. Should have wrote this shit down. I'm sorry.
We just decided that 30 seconds ago.
Hold on, let me try that again. Yes, I pick Surune for my most overrated.
All right. I mean, for me, you go check out the Gridman score. It's got like a 7 or something like that on Mal. I mean, it's just people love this show. And it's fine people love this show. That's not the point, is to tell people, they should hate the show that I hate. I don't even really hate Gridman. I just think that people praise this show too much because it's Trigger. People love Trigger. And that's fine. Kill La Kill's great, but everything since Kill La Kill has been to pretty bad. And this isn't Darling in the Franxx levels of bad, but Gridman definitely disappointed for me. And not only that, I feel like there's kind of a disconnect there that people tend to overrate this show just because of the studio it's attached to. What do you think?
When it comes to mine, it's almost exactly the same because of the fact that KyoAni is known for all these really well-drawn, very amazing animes. And yet, the only thing that we got out of Surune is Murha. And freaking look at how sexy I can be while firing an arrow.
Yeah,
and it's just like...
That's brutal.
That's not a story. That's like, I could literally be walking in the park and see somebody shooting archery. Is it automatically a 4.3 out of 5? It's things like that make anime look bad and make people go, why is this a show? And you just have to tell your friend, I don't know, it's because of anime.
Not only that, but like, I feel, that 4.3 out of 5, I don't know where you're getting that from, but I know the Mal score is considerably lower for this. But I still think it's way too overrated. Like, even like taking it, by definition, overrated. Talk about its rating. Both of our animes are rated too highly, I think. I think, these should be our animes, in my opinion. If I was still doing scores, and I don't do scores, I think it would be more 5 to 6 range, which is not bad. Not bad, because for me, a 5 is average. It's good.
Yeah,
it's watchable. It's entertaining at some points. It's got its flaws, and I think both of those fit that scale. What about you, Satsuki?
Well, my show Goblin Slayer was compared to Berserk before it even aired, and I don't know how you can't get more overrated than that. I mean,
that's
when you compare it to Berserk, that. You set the expectations up much too high. And currently, my anime list is sitting at a 7.57. I haven't checked the other scores for Gridman and Surune, but I will put my money that Goblin Slayer right now is rated higher than both of those. And you could argue that it's worse than Surune and Gridman. I mean, Surune is, that might be a great debate, but Goblin Slayer, the thing is, it's not horrible, but I don't know. People have been praising it to high hell, and it's nowhere near as good as people make it out to be.
Yeah, that's we picked very good anime for this. Once again, this is not the trash on something people like award. This is honestly, from our tastes, what is the most overrated. And Gridman and Goblin Slayer are freaking popular. Murha, the anime, Wild Is from KyoAni. People realize who's watching Murha the anime. I mean, not a lot of people compared to Goblin Slayer and Gridman. There's probably a lot of people who enjoy, Murha the anime, but I think Murha the anime, I don't think anyone cares about it nearly as much as Goblin Slayer or Gridman.
I'll tell you right now, there's not going to be a lot of cosplayers in coming up in the near future. There's going to be more cosplayers of Goblin Slayer and SSS Gridman. So you're right on that, Accord, because it's almost to the point where it's very forgettable. No one's going to remember this next season.
No one's going to remember it the next season. And so I think from that perspective, I don't think it is as overrated as Goblin Slayer or Gridman. So, I mean, do you guys agree on that?
I agree with that.
Well,
count me out.
Yeah, my anime list would back that up. I'm looking at it right now. Gridman is sitting at 12. I'll round it. 13,000 users right now. People who are watching it or dropped it or whatever. Suriname is sitting at, God damn it, give me a second. Suriname is sitting at about 5,000 users.
Yeah.
So already right there, Gridman is kicking his ass, right? And Goblin Slayer is sitting at 57,000 users. So there are a lot of people watching Goblin Slayer.
And I think that's an important metric. How many eyes are on these shows? Because that almost correlates to how overrated the show is how many people are watching it. I can't. Here's the thing. Goblin Slayer is such a bad show, and Gridman is so much better than Goblin Slayer. So much better. I can't argue Gridman and Goblin Slayer. It's gotta win. It's gotta win the Thigh Meat Award. It's too overrated. It's just a show that it's all right if you like it, but it's people are saying, yeah, you're right. The people are comparing it to Berserk. Come on now. Come on.
That should have never happened.
People are saying this is the revival of the dark fantasy genre, to which I'm like, go watch Record of Lodoss War. Record of Lodoss War is literally Goblin Slayer, but better. Like an actual good show. Goblin Slayer freaking copied Record of Lodoss War. That is how bad Goblin Slayer is. It's taking the same concept, the same story, the same characters, changing little things about it, dumbing it down, and that's Goblin Slayer. It's just Record of Lodoss War. That's all it is. With just less stuff.
Yeah, I bet you this, at the end of the day, Goblin Slayer is going to be on a lot of people's top 10 of 2018 list.
Oh.
So, I would definitely say just for that reason alone, it's got to win most overrated.
It's a valiant effort, Gridman and Murha. But I think Goblin Slayer wins this one, hands down.
Oh, yeah.
Goblin Slayer gets all the thighs.
And he doesn't want it.
All right, now getting into the most disappointing anime, otherwise known as the Archery Department Memorial Award. I have Bunny Girl Senpai on this list, and that's simply because for the first 3 episodes, I was blown away. Easily some of the best first 3 episodes in anime in this whole year, and recent memory is probably as well. And then the second arc was fine, and then they just meandered until very recently in the show with the Futaba arc, which Oh God, don't get me started on her. It's a fine show. It's solid. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as I would overreact to sometimes on the Bunny Girl Senpai podcast, but it's definitely disappointing in the sense that I expected so much more from those first 3 episodes, and what I got afterwards was not as good. It's a very formulaic show, and that's one of the reasons why it just doesn't hold up as well going after the first 3 episodes. What did you pick, Satsuki?
I picked SSSS Gridman, and that is primarily because, if you don't know, my name is Satsuki the Savage. The Satsuki comes from Kill La Kill. Kill La Kill comes from Trigger, and Trigger brings disappointment.
They're very consistent at doing that, yes.
When it comes to me, my most I swear I'm gonna be bashing on this show, but it's Murha, aka Surene, and I call it the most disappointing simply because of the fact, as I previously mentioned, of who's backing them, KyoAni, and I don't know, like they just don't know how to make a show anymore. It's literally gone from making these really great shows, like Hyoka and Clannad, not the first one, but After Story, they still know how to draw, but even when it comes to the drawing in this particular show, it's average at best. And I don't know if KyoAni thinks that they can just do whatever they want and people automatically just start watching and they'll like it, or if it's just, I don't know, they too big for themselves now. I don't know, like they think they're EA or whatever, but it just has not been good, and I hope and wish that the fans would revolt one of these days and say, KyoAni, make something better.
Stop making boring slice of life fucking pretentious YouTuber bait.
Exactly. Hashtag make something different.
Yeah, something other than, for one, Violet Evergarden was the closest thing to something different in years they've done. And while that anime is boring, so boring, that's the worst crime an anime can do, is be boring. Murha took it to a different level of disappointment because, man, I was excited and this is just like, very subjective, personal, like, look at it, but like, I was excited for this. I was like, I wasn't expecting too much, but for sure I felt disappointed because I felt that, KyoAni for a while is kind of like, my home team kind of thing, whereas like, I can always rely on KyoAni. I loved Hyoka. I loved After Story, like you said. I loved Chunibyu. A lot of their stuff was
a good one.
Was really good for a long time. I was even entertained when my first watch of Haruhi. I was okay with it. But like, man, KyoAni and Gridman, those are some disappointing animes. I'm not sure how Bunny... So here's the thing. I think expectations play into this as well.
Yes.
I didn't expect much from Gridman, and this I knew just from looking at it. It just from the trailer, it looked super disappointing. It just didn't have that promise that even Darling had. Like, when I saw the trailer for that, I was like, oh, this could be good. This could be like another Kill La Kill type thing. Gridman, not so much. There's the CGI fiasco and a bunch of other things, like how the main character doesn't really look notable at all. He has like red hair and he's got horns. Who cares?
Let's not forget them thighs.
Yeah, and the whole anime is literally a meme. The only reason a lot of people watch it is because of that girl's thighs. Bunny Girl Senpai, I had no expectations. And I came in and I was just blown away. And I was like, oh man, this is really damn good. Murhaw, once again, same expectations I had with Gridman, but it's more of just me in my heart of hearts wanting it, but knowing it will probably not be anything substantial. I don't know. What do you guys think when you think about all these three?
Yeah, I agree with that. Just because I don't even think Serenade got off the ground of being somewhat, enjoyable or whatever. Like the first episode, we see nothing but cliche everything. Every character is a walking stereotype. One walks in, you don't even know him. We just know he says Murha because I don't know. He explains where it comes from, but it's like I don't give a shit. And then we have a Tsundere, redhead, and all the characters are almost like the same people from Free. But you know what? Free was at least decent, even though that was nothing but just, hey, look at abs, look at muscles, look at triceps, and women were just fawning all over themselves. I cannot see. yeah. This show, I guess, like I said, it just wasn't even good from the start. But as you said, Bunny Girl Senpai had a lot. Like it was a total surprise and came out of nowhere. But yeah, mine was just. I guess I was just more disappointed just for the name itself because it used to be such a reliable name.
Yeah, and I think that's a big sticking point as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it all depends on like where we're getting our expectations from because C is getting his expectations for Bunny Girl Senpai from actually watching the episodes, and both me and Everything Animated are getting our expectations just from the studio. I mean, yeah, pretty much other than the studio. I didn't expect that much from Gridman because first it was a Gundam type of show, and my personal preference, I don't like Gundam at all, and it just never had, this show never really had the hype around it. I did not hear about this show until we had to do the King of Anime podcast, and I mean pretty much all three of our shows are like that. I'm pretty sure none of us knew about Bunny Girl Senpai or Serenade until
I knew about Serenade before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's just for me, I wasn't really expecting that much from Gridman, but still, being a Kill la Kill fan, I wanted Trigger to do something. I was poking a stick at it like,
do something.
And in the words of Dewey, I expected nothing, and I am still let down.
Oh, that's a solid argument for me. I mean, Bunny Girl Senpai was like, it was going to be like, I was expecting by the third episode, if it plays its card right, it could be Hyoka Snafu contender. Like, it's already better than Monogatari, which Monogatari is like, after Bakemonogatari, controversial opinion, I know. I have a lot of those recently. Sorry. But I don't like I don't like Monogatari. I like Bakemonogatari. I don't like Monogatari. So the fact that it imitates it so well while also being so unique really helped it a lot. And I just the sky was the limit for this anime, and then it just became monotonous and in the same formula every arc and every episode. And most recent episode, it had its climax in the first episode of its new arc. Like, what? Why would you do that? So it's disappointing to see where it's headed, I think. But as Cloverworks, I think, is the people who do Bunny Girl Senpai.
It is.
And they're a new studio. They did Darling in the Franxx, so I think it's kind of a little bit expected that Cloverworks would kind of stumble a little bit initially. But either way, they're both relatively high-profile works they've done with Darling and Bunny Girl. So, and I think maybe they also did Seven Deadly Sins. But either way,
they're going to do The Promised Neverland as well.
Yeah, man, I hope they don't mess that up. I think Murha and Gridman are way more disappointing than Bunny Girl.
I agree.
Because Bunny Girl's still watchable.
Yes.
It's way watchable.
Well, yeah. Yeah, because the funny thing is when we were picking anime for the King of Anime podcast, when I was just reading the synopsis for the anime, I skipped over Bunny Girl Senpai because the synopsis was very weird. So
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
yeah, I just read it and I was like, huh? And I just skipped right over it. So, just right there, I didn't have any high expectations for Bunny Girl Senpai. So I believe Gridman is more disappointed than Bunny Girl Senpai. But as opposed to Surene, I guess that all depends on who people have more faith in, Trigger or Kyo Annie.
Okay.
And I think
this is a good point to bring up. But I think people are way more lenient on Kyo Annie than Trigger. I think every time Trigger puts out an anime, it's not as good as Kill La Kill, which is always disappointing to hear. But with Kyo Annie, there's a bunch of Kyo Annie fanboys who come out of the woodworks that are just like, man, this anime, it's clicking for me, man. It's the best thing I've ever seen. So I think
I love Haruhi Suzumiya.
Haruhi is the best. So take that as you will. People are more lenient on Kyo Annie.
They really are. And like I said, I'm sick and tired of it. They need people to just tell them, hey, stop making this shitty anime and start, I don't know, make an action one. Make one like Black Lagoon. Could you imagine them making something that's kind of similar to that? They
probably don't know how to make one of those anime. You saw what they did with Violet. It was just floaty combat that didn't look realistic or good at all.
Well, they need to bring in better writers.
They do. They need a new writing pool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, what can we get the kids into? I know. Let's get them into archery. All the kids love archery.
All the YouTubers will love it. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Gridman
Paper,
or
rock, scissors for it? Paper, rock, scissors for it?
Again. Boom.
Oh, hold on. I got paper. What do you got?
Got rock.
I win.
Murha is the most wins the award it was made for. Yeah, woo! I'm excited and disappointed. I'm still disappointed by Murha, even when it wins the award it was made for.
That was hilarious. I'm excited, but disappointed.
All right, next up is Waifu, the Waifu award, and it's not, a popularity award, people. We're not talking about who we want to bang. We're talking about the best written female character.
Oh, man.
Gotta switch my pick.
What? God damn it. What do you have, Satsuki?
I have Yui Koito.
Oh, man, if you said Yui from K-On!, that would have been weird.
Oh, God. I mean, Yu is still not good either.
Okay, so that's your argument. Yu is still not good either. Okay.
No, I mean, like, if we're choosing between like Yui and Yu, it's like both of them are like moe type of characters. It is weird, very weird.
I picked my Sakurajima, Bunny Girl Senpai herself. What'd you pick, EA?
Man, I thought this was who we wanted to bang because I was going to pick Hornbox. No, I'm kidding. I picked Shizu from Slime Daddy because out of all the women that are in that show, I thought she was at least the most relatable out of all of them because all the other ones are just, Slime Daddy, I want you. I'm going to pull on you. You're mine. Now I'm going to crush you and squeeze you.
Pretty much.
I think my Sakurajima is the best written female character this season because, I mean, every time she's on screen, she's got charisma. You want to see more of her. She's got an interesting backstory with the Bunny Girl thing. yeah, it's disappointing. They tell us, Bunny Girl Senpai, she's gonna be in a Bunny Girl outfit. And she's only in an outfit for like 20 seconds. I know, disappointing.
And she was only in like 2 episodes where she dressed up as the Bunny Girl.
Right? Yeah.
One was the very first one, and then the second one was, it was episode 4 when she's like, "I'm gonna teach you how to do math.
I'm gonna keep you focused by wearing a Bunny Girl outfit." What? I guess that's a mark against her because she's not as smart. But she does everything. She's an actress. She's a popular child actress turned actor. And yeah, I mean, she's got a cool backstory. She's in this whole industry of acting where like her mother is kind of like it put her into the spotlight. Yeah, she's kind of a little bit of a bitch, and she's not the best parent ever, but and she has this sister who the sister is like her half sister, and
daddy.
She's even super interesting as well. I mean, she's also I don't know. She's a great character, guys. She's got backstory, oodles of it, and she's great. She's great.
Well, my character has peach hair. I mean, Mai has boring black hair. That's for one. And you want to talk about, you went on about how Mai is an actor. My character is a daughter. She's a little sister. She's a first year in a student council. She's the rock to her senpai. And she is carrying the Yuri genre for this year. Yes, Citrus failed, but Yui is carrying it. Carrying the torch.
Can you smell what the Yu is cooking?
She's cooking parfaits, probably.
Oh man, parfaits. That's an inside joke right there. No one's going to understand that one.
Not even me.
Yeah, well, stick around a little bit more. You may catch what that means. So, what about Shizu?
What about Shizu? Well, let me tell you about Shizu. She's very mysterious and foreboding. She had herself this mask on, and she's destined to be with the Slime Daddy, and that didn't come to be because of Slime Daddy basically just got rid of Ifrit that was inside her. And she kind of has a really tragic backstory. She comes from, I guess like war was happening where she was from, and she gets sucked into this other world. She never really got to, I guess, enjoy anything because she was always controlled by that one dude that was just always on her. And, she makes the ultimate sacrifice by not doing anything because Slime Daddy took care of Ifrit, and then she just kind of lays out and she's just like, you know what, you can eat me now. She grows old, she gets gray hair, dies, and then by doing that, Slime Daddy becomes a non-binary person or a non-gender sort of individual.
She does have everlasting effect in the series, that's for sure.
Yeah,
but
yes, she does. She'll always be there.
Mai Sakurajima is. Come on, guys. Mai wins this one, right?
No.
She's
okay. She does seem pretty more well developed. And doesn't seem to be going around kissing people for no reason.
Yu's okay, but Yu is a slice of life character, like straight up. She's not. She's got depth to her, but like I don't. When I think of like best written female character, I'm not going, oh yeah, Yu Koito. Mai Sakurajima, on the other hand, is fantastic. I mean, she just has oodles of depth, and she's got so much charisma when she's on screen. I mean, just that alone, I think, puts her above you in some aspects. And then for Shizu, yeah, she has an everlasting effect. She's got a cool backstory, and we haven't seen much else of her. And I think because of that, I think probably by the end of Slime Daddy, we'll know way more about Shizu herself, but so far, I think my Sakurajima is the most completed character out of all these three. And I think she's the best. What do you guys think?
I object. First of all, Mai is the third best girl in her series. I have Futaba in front of her, and I have the Imoto, the little sister, in front of her.
Kaide?
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
You don't even know her name. You just say Futaba just because I hate Futaba.
Emoto. Who's Emoto? Quasimodo. Well, yeah. I just agree. I agree. She is a well-developed character. Mai is not Futaba.
God damn it.
But yeah, I can't argue with that. I mean, Shizu, even though, like you said, has a longer lasting effect, and we'll eventually get to see probably the rest of her throughout it. But as far as like a good character that's complete right now, definitely Mai. She's a stand-up girlfriend. She sneaks out in the middle of the night just to check up on her boyfriend. I mean, that's a good girlfriend right there. And she's very abusive. You know, she always be pinching him and stomping on his foot. You know.
Oh my goodness.
Hot.
That definitely takes away points, right?
No, that adds points if you're into it.
Because he's into it.
Okay.
Sakata's into it. He's like,
damn, masochist.
Supersize me.
Well, that's the winner of my Sakurajima. Congratulations, Bunny Girl Senpai. You are the best waifu.
Go Futaba.
Oh, god damn it. Next, this is Bondo, the best male character. I pick Slime Daddy because Slime Daddy is the Slime Daddy. He's got that computer, man. We don't know what was on that computer. It could be a trump card. And I mean, just for that alone, I think he pretty much wins. What did you guys pick?
I have Sakata from Bunny Girl Senpai, just because he's a douchebag, he's an asshole, he's a flirt, and he's, above all else, a real and relatable character. I mean, I think we've all met people like this in our lives, and, very down to earth. Yeah, I think he's well-rounded as well.
Well, I picked Sugimoto, the immortal Sugimoto. That name right there should just win him this award. I don't know why we're still doing this.
Damn,
I mean, like, look at his competition. We have a playboy, flirt, douchebag, and a fucking slime. That is my competition.
I'm sorry. Jeez.
Well, I give up now. We are not worthy. Shortest win ever.
You bring up like the best point. He's the immortal Sugimoto. He fought in the Hokkaido, the Russo-Japanese War. He
fought a bear.
He fought a bear and he won. He punched a bear square in the goddamn face, and the bear was like, the bear was like, rah, but he fucking killed that bear. Not only that, but he has a little Ainu girl with him.
That's not a bonus.
I think that's a bonus. I think that's a bonus. When you have your own little Ainu girl, who
like a Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like a Pokemon. Exactly.
I do.
And she thinks Misu is poop. Sugimoto wins this, right? I can't. I love Sugimoto.
Not only did he fight a bear, it was a CGI bear, a horribly animated CGI bear. How the hell did he win?
Oh, man.
I mean, you made the best argument ever, Sasuke, and I can't argue with that.
I can't either. Sugimoto is kind of fucking awesome, okay? Yeah, no, I can't make an argument there. Sugimoto wins Sonsonto.
Yeah.
That was weird. Oh, God. And next up, we have the surprise of the season. I picked Double Decker. Doug and Kirill, what did you guys pick?
I picked Bunny Girl Senpai.
And I picked Bloom Into You.
I picked Double Decker because I had no idea what this anime was at all. And I was randomly recommended it on a YouTube poll, and I checked it out. And within the first 5 minutes, I went, holy fuck, this is one of the best anime of the season. Within the first 5 minutes. It has not disappointed since. That, my friends, is a surprise.
When it comes to Bunny Girl Senpai, I judged it based off the synopsis, which I thought was so stupid, and then I saw the cover art, which was just my wearing a bunny girl outfit. And I decided to give it a shot like I do most shows because, you can't judge a book by its cover, and I thought it was going to be another average run-of-the-mill type show. But after the first episode, I was like, okay, this might go somewhere. Then the rest is history. Like, the first 3 episodes were amazing. It turned out to be a lot better than I thought it was, even though it's kind of rocky at this point, but it kind of redeemed himself last episode. But for the most part, this was definitely a nice surprise, and I'm glad I watched the first 3 episodes.
All right, so for Bloom Into You, I think to kind of say what's the most surprising, we have to, kind of quantify what our expectations are. And for Bloom Into You, I already read the manga, so I always thought Bloom Into You was just an average series, especially in the manga, because the art is not bad, but it is bland. But the anime has capitalized on, the designs are still faithful, but they actually are, the colors are bright and everything just looks good in the anime. And I am actually intrigued in watching it. Bloom Into You is one of the few anime where I'm actually keeping up with it, because some anime I just fell off on completely. And it's just been a surprise for me because I didn't think, with this studio that's doing it, what is it? Troika, I believe that's the studio.
Yeah.
And they don't really have much under their belt, at all. So I didn't expect Bloom Into You to be great at all. And it's not great. It's good. I won't go that far.
Yeah, Double Deckers from Sunrise, who did Gundam, Cowboy Bebop, Love Live. Which is one of the reasons why the CGI in Double Decker is so good. It's probably because they use that Love Live tech that they got laying around.
Bunny Girl has that cool intro. Kimi no se, kimi no se.
I think you're underselling your anime a little bit there, because I think
No, I'm not.
both of these are very surprising. I don't know which one we could eliminate first, because Bloom Into You, I hated the manga. Well, I didn't hate the manga. I just thought it was average. And then the anime just made it so much better. It made it like kind of I wouldn't say a must-watch thing, but like definitely made it like put it on your list, and if you get the time, definitely watch it. Like if it comes up, for sure. Double Decker, great, awesome show, funny, hilarious. I would recommend it to anyone. Anime fan, new or old, it's hilarious. Bunny Girl Senpai has some of the best first 3 episodes in anime in a while. So, but here's the thing with Bunny Girl, though. Bunny Girl kind of, it's a surprise, but the surprise wears off when it does the same formula each episode. And I think that's the crux of Bunny Girl Senpai. And that's what kind of keeps it from, I guess, sustaining throughout the series. It's just It's the same thing over and over. It's the same formula. And yeah, you could argue the formula works, but it's so easy to notice, and it gets boring at times, and the Futaba arc is terrible.
I guess when I think of a surprise, surprise of the season, I was more along the lines where I thought it was going to be one thing, and then it turned out to be something different, where I actually enjoyed it and I watched it. Like, I went into it expecting not to like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was literally just like, no, this is just gonna be stupid. A bunny girl walking around, what ridiculous. But it just, I guess, like I said, the expectations were different than what the actual result eventually turned out to be.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, I had no expectations for Double Decker. I thought it was going to be an awful show, Bunny Girl. So yeah, that surprised me a lot. Double Decker surprised me in the sense that it is like Hina Matsuri levels of funny. And I thought there's never going to be another anime that hits. I thought Hina Matsuri was going to be like at the tippy top. No one's ever going to be able to touch Hina Matsuri ever of how funny it is, at least for a very long time. And then Double Decker, I think Hina Matsuri is funnier than Konosuba. And then Double Decker comes out, and it's funny. It's hilarious. It's laugh out loud hilarious. I love the show. Bluma to You, once again, I think Double Decker is the first to go out to this. I don't think that. I think that's because of the studio. I think it's because not a lot of people are watching Double Decker. I think it's up between Bluma to You and Bunny Girl.
Yeah, with Bluma to You, hold on 1 second. With Bluma to You, there's a lot of negative. It's just a lot of negativity around the Yuri genre, because especially coming off a popular anime like Citrus, which flopped tremendously. I think Bluma to You surprised a lot of people, because a lot of people are enjoying Bluma to You, because it's not what people are accustomed to, because usually with Yuri anime is either some like moe blob type of shit, or is stuff like Citrus where it goes too far with, what they're doing with like sexual themes and things of that nature. But Bluma to You is just actually a good series. Like, not even saying it's good for a Yuri series. It's just a good anime right now. So vote for Bluma to You.
Yeah, mine isn't all around good, because it has hills and valleys where you'll have good stuff and then you'll have bad stuff. So you can toss mine.
All right, it has been decided. Yuri Girls wins this one as surprise of the season. Next, the final award, the King Nothing Award, or otherwise known as the Goblin Slayer Award of Excellence. Surprisingly, Goblin Slayer is not on this list. I picked Rewrite the D. What did you guys pick?
I picked Murha because I just want to bash on it today, because it's just not good.
I picked Akane Sasu Shoujo.
Come on, guys. Rewrite is really fucking bad. Like, it's straight up bad. They released 5 episodes at once. Murha is an average at best anime. Immediately, Murha is, just for the animation alone, is way above these two.
What animation? For KyoAni, it's abysmal at best.
Wow.
I know, they've been known for doing much better stuff, but this particular one, it's like, watch me shoot this arrow, guys, and it's like, you're terrible.
There's some stupid gimmicks in Murha, the anime. There's the when he walks into the club room for the first time, and there's the vignette and the leaves that look really bad, sure. But whatever. Come on, rewrite the goddamn D, okay? It's
Somebody isolate that, please.
Put the Will Smith meme in there. Oh, that's hot. Come on. They released 5 episodes because randomly they didn't tell anyone. It just 5 episodes came out and they were all bad. They were all bad.
I mean, it was slightly entertaining.
It was not.
At least you got people killing zombie robots. What do you get in Suriname? Nobody's killing anyone.
Well, because it's a different.
What do we get in the
slice of
Kane
life.
Sasu Shoujo? 69s?
696.9.
Point is, Murhaw has quality to it.
Nah.
It's better than these two. I mean, come on. It's so much better. It's like miles better than Akane and Rewrite the D.
I'll take blowing up.
Rewrite the D makes no goddamn sense. It's like what? It's like time travel nonsense, and he's trying to find this girl that was like 5, and now she's like 20, and now they're trying to fuck. Now he's in love with her. What the fuck is going on?
This is all true.
Yeah.
At least with Akane, I understand what Akane Sasu Shoujo is going for. It's just trying to be stupid as fuck. It's trying to be some stupid anime for some TV channel in Japan. Who cares? Who cares? It's dumb. Murha, KyoAni, get out of here. No one likes you. You're too good for this.
I was gonna say that's why it's so disappointing because of the fact, that it's King Nothing, because of the fact that they're better than this. They're better than this, and they deserve to get a wake up call. And we need to tell them, hey, stop making shit like this. It's time to stop.
It's got to be Rewrite. Come on, guys. It's got to be Rewrite on this one.
You know what? Let's leave it up to Satsuki.
Satsuki?
It's like,
which one?
With Akane Sasu Shoujo, man, I came in here. I know Magical Girls. I didn't know it before, but Magical Girl anime, they aren't good usually. I mean, because like the first Magical Girl anime I knew of course, is Sailor Moon. But the first one I actually watched in its totality was Madoka Magica. So then I came in with this anime and I thought, yeah, Magical Girls, let's do it. Like, let's fucking go. And no, I got 69s. And not the good 69s at all. And I got just terrible CGI fighting. Like, oh God. I'm thinking about that first episode. I got like killer yellow bunnies.
It looks like Peeps.
Yeah. Oh God. And those are nasty. Yeah, man. No.
I have an idea.
What are we going?
All of you.
Paper, rock, scissors.
We could all agree. No, something even better. A fourth option. Fall 2018 King Nothing Award. What do you guys think?
Wait.
Like the whole fall season?
The whole fucking season.
The whole season?
King Nothing, Goblin Slayer Award of Excellence goes to fall 2018. What do you guys think?
All in favor, say
fall season
aye.
as a whole. No. I object. This a single anime has to be picked. I am not copying out. You know what? Rewrite D had 4 fucking episodes to try to do something, and they failed every single damn time. And I think they had the same director as Steins Gate, and I don't know how they fucked up time travel when you have the director of Steins Gate running the show.
He fucked up Steins Gate 0.
Oh shit! Oh my God! Don't talk about it.
Oh yeah, that show doesn't exist. I forgot.
It's an alternate timeline.
It never came out. It's still a visual novel.
But the thing about Suriname is it only lasted 1 episode and then it died.
Let's just fall 2018. Just the whole fucking season. It's terrible. We didn't like it. We have 1 anime left. We dropped everything but Slime Daddy. Fall 2018 wins, right?
Yeah. I vote for Rewrite D. Fuck it.
All right, that's 2 against 1. Rewrite the D wins.
Fuck. Rewrite the D wins King Nothing Goblin Slayer Award of Excellence, but in my heart of hearts, we all know Fall 2018 lost. And is the real spiritual successor, winner of this award. All right, going on to the last part, we're going to decide who is the king of anime, who won out this season, and I just want to say it's just going to be me for this last part because somehow the last part of this got corrupted and it just disappeared. I have no idea. I try to find it, so it will just be me. But I want to say before we get into this, check out my co-hosts, Satsuki the Savage and Everything Animated. They're some of my favorite people on this planet right now, and they put out fantastic content, especially Satsuki and Everything. They both just put out some really killer stuff. So with that being said, we decided pretty unanimously that Slime Daddy won because Slime Daddy is the only show we were watching, and so it's obvious why it won, and it was just going to be like a 30-second outro and stuff like that. So Slime Daddy is the king of anime for the fall 2018 season, and finally we can put an end to this really, in my opinion, not very good season. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed season 1 of King of Anime. We'll be back next season around the second week of January to give you guys more King of Anime podcasts with some brand new anime. So with that being said, thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.